to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Get ready for Cardinals baseball next. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Adam Wainwright. We all know Adam Wainwright from having that big overhand curveball. His fastball has kind of come back a little bit. He's no longer 95 to 98 miles an hour. He's 88 to 92. Still has that good overhand curveball, but he really needs that third pitch, the straight changeup, to be effective. You'll know early on if he's getting swings and misses on that overhand curveball. Adam Wainwright could be in for a good night.
Softly hit down the line. And the toss goes to Wainwright at the bag for the out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, Dero, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Stepping in next, Max Kepler. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
On to the shortstop, but thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 19, Alex Kirilloff.
2 on, 2 out, and up next is Alex Kirilloff. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. JA Happ is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
And stepping in, Dylan Carlson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cardinals, the right fielder,
Here's the pitch.
Carlson.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. On to first, and Happ's rolling now, 2 away. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Nolan Arenado is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kepler's on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bader comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting 7.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box now, Ryan Jeffers, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No score here as we play inning number 2. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 33, JA.
So next to hit is JA Happ. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. One left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now here is Tyler O'Neill.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Happ has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. 0-1 count and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Tommy.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Paul DeYoung is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Edman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Cards leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. And now here is Luis Arias.
Leading off for the Twins, the left fielder, number 2.
First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Arias.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded to the right. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Next to hit is Josh Donaldson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Taken in by Goldschmidt to second for one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. One hit's all they get. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Harrison Bader.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Now here's the first offering. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1. Hard sinker misses 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Adam Wainwright. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 3,
Now to bat, Dylan Carlson struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nelson Cruz.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Swung on in the dirt, strike three. And he makes the throw to first. Cruz is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 19.
Next to stand in is Alex Kirilloff, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Awesome swing right there. You never know when that huge moment's going to come in the game. I know there's a little bit left in this one, but certainly they got to feel good about themselves.
Hey, anytime you could put some points on the board. We're not sure if this is going to be the difference in the game or not, but certainly when you get a big swing like that, make the fellas in the dugout feel a lot happier about the way this one's going to turn out at the end.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan.
Digging in next, Ryan Jeffers. He singled in his first AB. And now a pitch on the way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground, right to him. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman, Arenado.
One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. First pitch on the way.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And it's fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Tyler O'Neill. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Scooped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Yadi Molina digging in now. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The count to Molina. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. That brings in Tommy Edman. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around the score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roy. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Oh and 1 count. Here it is. O'Neill on second. Edman at first. 2 out in the inning. And another foul ball. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. So stepping in is Andrelton Simmons. He flew out in his last AB.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
And now the first pitch. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like The next team that scores is going to win this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Simmons is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, JA Happ. Flew out last time up. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Luis Arias.
Next to hit, Luis Arias. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the AB now.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bounce to first, fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Harrison Bader.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
First offering. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here it comes. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Adam Wainwright. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Arias is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The right fielder, number 3, Carlson.
And now Dylan Carlson, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Goodness, 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson, and the Twins move out on top 2-1.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Into the box, Max Kepler.
The center fielder.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's Nelson Cruz now,
The right fielder.
as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Alex Kirilov.
Up next for Minnesota, Alex Kirilov, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Yeah, and he wasn't fooled at all by the changeup last time. Kept his hands back and absolutely destroyed that ball. So I got to think he's not going to see a changeup in this scenario right here.
3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
Up next for Minnesota, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Next, it'll be Ryan Jeffers, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 3 and the Cardinals 1. Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now here it comes. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Fouled off.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 0-2 once more.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 1-2 pitch. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. Nolan Arenado touches them all. And the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, left field, Tyler O'Neill.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Two runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Here's Simmons at short. And there's out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons.
Leading off for Minnesota, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch on the way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
The pitcher, number 33, JA Happ.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that is going to do it this afternoon for Adam Wainwright. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. You tell me what's so good about being on the air. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Miguel Sano will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set and the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Chopped at the plate. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Up next, Max Kepler. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's just 1 for 13. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's a fly ball toward the line in right field. A long run, and he's not going to get there. It falls for extra bases.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next is Alex Kirilloff. First delivery to him. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Now the 0-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Twins. Caleb Thielbar will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 56.
Now into the box, Tommy Edman. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Second baseman, Tommy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has, being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 0-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot here to left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Paul DeYoung digs in next as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fly ball heading for the alley. Kepler's on his horse, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he fouls this one off.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Lane Thomas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Here's the first pitch. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dylan Carlson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And it's 1-1. DeYoung stands at second with 2 gone. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. In there, 2-2. Two pitches fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Heading after it is Kepler. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on the show right after this. Roel Ramirez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Jorge Polanco will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here's the pitch. The 0-2 home. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. A look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Into the box, Ryan Jeffers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. To the left side, but it's well foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, and it's now 5-3. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come out of spring training, in a lot of the places, it's a little damp, it's a little cold, but when it starts to heat up and get hot and humid, it definitely plays right into the hands of the hitters, and they're taking advantage of the conditions today.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. Trevor Larnach will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-3 Twins. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now here's the pitch.
0-1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And a bouncing ball, foul. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Arenado, the runner at second with 1 away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're still down 5-3. Genesis Cabrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the outfielder Luis Arias. First offering on its way. A 1 pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Now here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Cabrera stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Max Kepler. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Molina has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-3. Taylor Rogers takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Knock, knock on my door.
Tommy Edman will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
This is foul right side. Towards second. And there's 1 away.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
So now to the plate, Paul DeYoung, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted into center field. Kepler's there for it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. JA Happ would be in line for the victory should the score hold. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And that one yanked just foul. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
This is line to left, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Andrew Kisner will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
Bader at second with 2 down. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Kepler is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Minnesota get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. JA Happ earns the victory on the mound. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
She say self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is JA Happ. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.